We're going to talk about a sports figure again here, and not in relation to the sport necessarily. Beginning of this week, end of last week, we started getting news from a civil attorney in Houston who has brought civil cases against an NFL quarterback named Deshaun Watson. At first it was one case, and he had said there's more coming. Then it was 4 cases. Then it was 6. And last I checked, it was up to 12 different women have come out accusing Deshaun Watson of the Houston Texans of sexual misconduct. And here's the thing. I get it. Innocent until proven guilty. And you see the differences, and I've talked about this because you have instances at times where there's video. And you're like, yeah, innocent until proven guilty, but we see the guilt right there. And this is another instance of where I'm just sick on Twitter looking at the reaction to this. Those defending it are insane. Now, do we need to bring the hammer down on Deshaun Watson right now? Maybe not. But to defend it is absolutely insane. You're victim shaming at that point. And here's the thing. I get it. And if you go on Twitter, and here's the thing first. If you go on Twitter, these are the kinds of excuses. And this is why women get so upset. Because these are the kind of excuses that come out. And I'll tell you 2 of them that I found. I almost threw up. And one of them was, have you ever gotten a massage? Things get pretty wild in there getting a massage. And I was just like, and I can't engage on Twitter. But I wanted to respond to this guy and be like, oh, yeah, whenever I'm getting a massage, I know my dick just flops out all the time. And, and I always end up in a weird sexual situation getting a massage. Like, Jesus Christ, no. What do you mean it always gets funky? You have problems. If you're going into massages and you're like, oh, it always gets a little, like, no. Holy shit. Somebody actually said this. Dead serious they were. Here's the other one. And this is the one that gets me every time. Because it's not just in this instance. So somebody, and as some guy was talking about how he gets laid all the time, but he's like, and I'm paraphrasing. Deshaun Watson has a bunch of money. He's a professional athlete. Do you think he has any trouble getting laid? Do you think he has any trouble having sex? Finding people to have sex with? I don't know if he does or not. Not the fucking point. How many stars and famous people who, even good looking, whatever else, do we find have been doing inappropriate things? It's not an ability to find someone to have sex with. It's a depravity. These don't go hand in hand. And because that's the other thing is, really, you could look at, like, to me, what would make more sense is that he can go to Vegas and pay for sex. It's wealthy. But that's not how it works. And it's not how it's working in his head. And here's the thing. And I was starting to have this conversation with my wife. And then other people have said, like, oh, he just wanted his groin massaged. Like, dude, I've had my groin massaged. Absolutely. In a training room. And even if it wasn't in a training room, that doesn't... You just want your groin... There's a difference between getting your groin massaged and inappropriate sexual advances, misconduct, whatever it might be as the details come out. And here's the thing. And I was having this exact conversation with my wife the other day. And as I'm starting this conversation, she's kind of looking at me like, you about to defend this guy? And I was like, no. Because here's the thing with Deshaun Watson. He is a professional athlete. Not only is he a professional athlete, he is a quarterback in the National Football League. The National Football League is the most popular professional sports league in this country. Quarterback is the most popular position, well-known position on every NFL team. The most popular sport in this country. Not only that, but Deshaun Watson is one of the 3 or 5 highest paid NFL players in this country. He has tons of money. And then on top of that, he doesn't actually have to pay for things like massages. He has a training staff. If he really needed his groin massaged, go to the training staff. Go to a sports masseuse. Here's the kicker on it, for those of you not familiar with this story. What he actually did, and this, even if you say, okay, no, he wants to get massaged, there's a problem with this. Regardless of what happened within the massage, there's a problem with this. He was going on Instagram, private messaging female masseuses, and hiring them to come to his house, some of them from out of state. Really? Really? So regardless of what happened in those massages, that's a red flag, as the kids like to say. So more of this is going to come out. Tablets. Forgot to mute my tablet. More of this is going to come out, but maybe keep your mouth shut, Deshaun. You know, maybe come out and atone to some things that most likely happened. And I don't want to hear it from him. Because regardless, like I said, regardless of what happened in that room of the massage, why are you messaging women on Instagram, flying them in just for a massage, when you have a professional training staff at your disposal? Team facilities. And here's the thing, you know, that there's a guy named LeBron James. He actually does spend some of his own money on his own care and physical health. He spends about $1 million a year on his own physical health. Now, that seems like, oh my God, he makes like he makes like $30 million a year just playing basketball, let alone all the other stuff that he makes money off of. It's like, no, it's worth it, dude. So he's probably getting some massages. Do you think he's hiring masseuses on it? No, probably not. Probably not. Check yourself, Deshaun Watson. And definitely check yourself, everyone defending that guy. Holy shit. It doesn't matter how good looking you are, how much money you are. You're capable of sexual misconduct toward really anybody, but especially a female. We've learned that. Holy shit. We know that.